We have the pleasure to have Professor Javier Romero. Javier, thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you very much for inviting me.
Javier, can you tell us something about yourself, please?
Sure. Well, my full name is Javier Romero. I am from Mexico, from Irapuato, Guanajuato to be more specific. I've been an English teacher for the last 8 years, more or less, and I enjoy my work very much. Thank you.
Fantastic. We have some questions we'd like to ask you, Javier. Why is it so important to study English?
Well, it's because a person that doesn't speak English in today's business world is not very useful, especially with all the interaction with other countries, thanks to the globalization. So studying English and being able to be a fluent speaker, it must be a priority to most Mexicans, actually.
Interesting. What type of people is the automotive industry hiring nowadays?
Yeah, well, from different areas, I mean engineers, managing skills, whatever. But if there is one thing they're looking for is for the person to have a second language, and particularly English, because the other people, no matter where they come from, Germany, Japan, France, Italy, they will always speak English too. So you need to have a good level to be considered a proponent for those companies.
Okay, interesting. Why should young people study languages in your mind?
Young people. Well, I think that learning a second or even third language is very important for any developing mind, because it gives you another parameter to see the world with. So the more languages you know, the more variety of perspectives you can use to see the world and identify it.
Interesting. Now, I know that you have a C2 level in every skill that English has, which is speaking, listening, reading, and writing. What exactly is that, Javier?
Thank you very much for asking. Well, C2, based on the Cambridge system, is considered the highest level one person can achieve. And it's a way to measure how much developed you have those particular abilities. And as you have mentioned before, it covers reading, writing, listening, and of course speaking.
Oh, interesting. What do you like teaching English?
Well, I enjoy it very much because it's a wonderful language. Once you actually get to know it, it's not so complicated. It's actually very similar in many things to Spanish, but it has a very interesting way of organizing ideas within the sentences and the syntax. So I think I just enjoy teaching it very much, because I enjoy getting to reading and listening to any English speaking, any English based, piece of work.
Okay, thank you very much. A question, why are you teaching a TopClass?
Well, because fortunately I was invited to, and I enjoyed it. I've been teaching TopClass for I think almost 2 years, if I'm not mistaken. And the interaction we have with the students is more kind of I'm not going to say like a family, but it's much more tranquil and calm than in other systems with the same idea, like teaching languages to other people. Here we have a more of a kinship, if you will, with the students. So, yeah.
Thank you very much. Now, do they have promotions? What promotions do they have?
Actually, yeah. Right now they have the 3 for 2, and with that I mean 3 students for the price of 2. So if you have the chance, act as quickly as possible to take advantage of that offer.
Very nice. Where is TopClass located, Javier?
TopClass is located downtown in Cinco de Mayo, very near the post office, so it's very hard to miss.
In your opinion, Javier, which are the most important skills students should develop?
That is a difficult question. If I was to be honest, the ones I developed more myself were reading and writing. However, depending on the student, those abilities will change. For example, some students will give priority to speaking and listening because they will have more of an oral communication with others. Maybe another person will decide that reading and speaking will be their most, and so on and so forth. So it's a very personal thing.
Interesting. question, Javier. What message would you like to convey to the prospect students?
Well, message. Well, to anyone who's watching this, I would strongly recommend you to take the opportunity to learn another language, be it English or any other kind of language with TopClass, because we have great prices, we have a great environment too, and if you do not grow, if you don't invest in yourself, it's going to be difficult, increasingly difficult actually, to get a better paid job. So do yourself a favor and come join us at TopClass, okay?
Thank you very much.
See ya.
Javier Romero, teacher at TopClass. Thank you very much.
On the contrary, take care.